Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kalika and I think it's about time that we dive into some good vibes and wholesome content again. So, you're hopefully gonna be a happier person after watching this video. My 84-year-old grandmother apologised for having to wear a nightgown in front of us. I said it was no problem and it actually looked very comfortable, so she immediately offered one to me. It's not like I could have rejected that generous gift. Ah, they look so cute together. The nightgown does look pretty comfortable actually, and in the weirdest way, I think it actually suits him. Man takes girlfriend on a tough, twisty 15-mile bike ride that spelled out "marry me" when she checked her GPS map at the end of the ride. Wow. I probably would have been so confused by all the twists and turns and ended up just getting annoyed at him. Who did he take this for? Himself, which? Can't a man feel cute? When you said I was pretty, you hesitated for a second. Why? I paused for a second to appreciate your beauty. Very smooth. I had this girl in my class and she was considered to be really dumb. She'd ask a ton of doubts and questions in class, which everybody would consider to be stupid and silly, and even the teachers would often taunt her, but she'd never stop asking. But the thing was that she'd almost always top the class examinations and everyone was like, huh? They all thought she was cheating and stuff, and obviously even the teachers were very biased because she wasn't so smart in class and she was regularly accused of cheating. But nobody could prove that she was actually cheating, but the whole class and teachers totally believed that she did. I'm pretty socially awkward, so I never really talked to her. But she was leaving school this year and I was genuinely curious about how she was so good during exams and how she didn't let everyone's remarks affect her. She always used to sit and hang out with only one girl, and she told me that that friend of hers was severely socially anxious and she'd lag in studies because she couldn't bring herself to ask doubts in class or ask help from others. So they had this system where during lectures her friend would write down any questions she had and she would ask them for her. And I was just so touched. I don't know, but it really changed the way I looked at people. This girl endured taunts and jeers and borderline bullying for being stupid when she was actually really smart and could easily have refused to ask such doubts for her friends, but she did. And brushed off everything others would throw at her for her friend. I was just, I don't know, it just really changed me in some way. What an incredible person, and I bet that friendship will last for a long, long time. People live Reddit with significant others. How? You just kind of pick a human and hope they pick you too, and then you keep picking them every day, even on days you may not really want to. That's really sweet. This reminds me of a conversation I had with DK around unconditional and conditional love in relationships. I believe that it means more if love is conditional, if you're making a conscious effort to be with the person you love rather than saying it's unconditional and it's something that you can't help. But what do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments. Don't suffer in silence because no one wants to hear about your depression. I'd rather hear about your depression, anxiety, stress, etc. than hear about your death. I love you. Let's fight this crap. Gang gang. Dipset. Squad. I have no idea what that end part meant, but I agree with the message. So, my friend's vet has a comfort dog assistant that helps sick patients know that everything will be alright, and his is really all you need to see today. This is probably one of the cutest things I've ever seen. It's like the support dog is saying, hey, I know you're scared and you're not feeling too well, but I'm here, and these big human people want you to get better too. It's gonna be okay. I know that would make me feel better. I'm cold and hungry. I see humans around a bonfire. Maybe I can ask for food? What could possibly go wrong? 3,000 years later. It can't be wrong if it's so right. What can I say to myself? Instead of, I'm not good at this, try thinking, what am I missing? Instead of, I'm awesome at this, try thinking, I'm on the right track. Instead of, I give up, try thinking, I'll use some of the strategies we've learned. Instead of, this is too hard, try thinking, this may take some time and effort. Instead of, I can't make this any better, try thinking, I can always improve, so I'll keep trying. Instead of, I just can't do math, try thinking, I'm going to train my brain in math. Instead of, I made a mistake, try thinking, mistakes help me to learn better. Instead of, she's so smart, I will never be that smart, try thinking, I'm gonna figure out how she does it so I can try it. Instead of, it's good enough. Try thinking, is it really my best work? Instead of, plan A didn't work. Try thinking, good thing the alphabet has 25 more letters. Yep, it's all about turning those negatives into positives. I am pretty bad at math though. What's a quote that has just stuck with you? I do not fear death. I have been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. Mark Twain. That actually is pretty comforting. One of my favourite quotes that has always stuck with me is, "Desire means never quit." Jeff Hardy. I was a big wrestling fan back in the day. I know you're sad, so I won't tell you to have a good day. Instead, I advise you to simply have a day. Stay alive, feed yourself well, wear comfortable clothes, and don't give up on yourself just yet. It'll get better. Until then, have a day. I live on the opposite side of the world to my family, and last night we met up in VR chat. I moved to Australia and all my family is still in the UK. My dad got the Oculus Quest and I have the Rift S, and last night we met up in VR chat. My 70-year-old nan put the headset on for the first time and we had the best conversation in years. She's hard of hearing, but in VR she could hear me perfectly. She even got used to the hand controls and was giving me high fives. I kept asking if she could believe what we were doing. It sounded and felt like we were talking normally. The whole experience was surreal. If our avatars looked like us in real life, it would have completed the experience. I honestly can't believe what is capable right now. I feel like we live in one of the best time periods to be able to see this technology grow up and get better all the time, rather than just be brought up with it and not appreciate it for how amazing it is. Life and death have been in love for longer than we have words to describe. Life sends countless gifts to death, and death keeps them forever. It's pretty deep, but it's kind of a really nice way to put it. This man sent 33 strangers to college using his life savings from working at the same job as a carpenter for 67 years. That's how you get 33 grandkids. Immediately. Dolly Parton has a program that will mail your child a free, age-appropriate book once a month from birth to age 5. No obligation, no catch. She just wants to make sure that every child has books. Wow, I didn't know that. I had knee surgery as a teenager. The doctor brought me a Sharpie and told me to circle the correct knee and put an X on the other, then he left the room. So I did exactly as instructed. Then I drew arrows to the circle and wrote "operate here," and drew more X's on the other leg and wrote "do not touch." I sat there bored for another 30 minutes, writing random stuff all over my body like, "You can't have my appendix," and "Why are you looking up here? Focus on the knee." I even had my mum write on my back something like, "If you can read this, wrong side, flip me over." Then I covered up with a sheet and the anesthesiologist showed up. I was told that I said some weird stuff while I was going under, but that's a different story. The surgery went fine. I had to stay in the hospital overnight. When the doctor came into my room to check on me, he said that I had thrown off their schedule because when they uncovered me and saw all of the notes that they laughed for 10 minutes. When they finally got their composure, they rolled me up into my side to get me onto the operating table and saw the note on my back and lost it again. He said that the surgery started about 30 minutes later than it was supposed to, thanks to my drawings and notes. I love how small things like that can just absolutely make a doctor's day. A group of rough-looking boys walked past me today, and all I heard of their conversation was, "He's got that anxiety disorder, bro, so I went with him so he'd be more comfortable." And it made me realise the world isn't all that bad. A man who had a few too many alcoholic beverages ordered an Uber for a baby goldfinch that he found struggling on the ground. The baby bird was the sole passenger on the ride to the wildlife rehab. They say that when you're drunk, your true colours come out. If that's true and if that's the case, then this guy is one of the most awesome people ever. Last one in the pool is gay. Whatever, I'm homosexual. Yeah! Please notice my diving skills. So, I have a boyfriend. Nice, nice. What's his name? If he ever hurts you, tell us and we'll avenge you. Bro, am I hot? The fuck? I don't know. Am I straight? We 100% support you, dude. Thanks for trusting in us. Okay, so that's all for r/WholesomeMemes. I really hope you did enjoy it. As always, if you do want to see more content like this, then please do subscribe. My Twitter, Discord, and Patreon links are in the description, and any support is greatly appreciated. And as it's Sunday, I also want to say a massive thank you to my wonderful patrons: BackwardsDDog, Tyler Miller, Jen Burton, Jens Banning, Princess Kate, Skyler A, Elizabeth Filmore, Stephen Arnowitt, and a lovely warm welcome to our new patron, Bo Walker. Thank you all so much for your support. Mwah! That's for you, but keep it between us, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye!